I hear an accent.
I'm from England. And
Why that picture?
Your name?
Well, I don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that? Why?
I don't think you have a right to film me.
Of course I have a right to film you. You have a right to stand here like that. So I have a right to point a camera at you. And I'm just wondering if you want to talk about it for a second.
Nothing to say.
You do. You've been talking to people all day long. Of course you have something to say.
Well, I don't talk to wankers. I have a no wanker policy.
I'm not being a wanker. Okay. I'm just talking to you and I'm asking you what is your point of standing here.
We don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me?
If you want to stand here and get in my face, sit right here.
Get in your face. You got in our face.
I'm not. You're right here on my street. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything mean to you.
My street.
What's that?
We can be here.
Yeah, you can be, and I can be here as well. If you have a right to be here, I have a right to be here. We both have a right to be here.
You can take the literature if you want.
I will take the literature. So, but what is your comparison to Obama and Hitler?
Well, why don't you read up and investigate?
Well, because there's a whole lot of words. I mean, it's just like there's tons and tons of words.
You don't read, or?
Yeah, of course I read.
Well, then read it.
So I have to read it? You can't actually just tell me?
I don't need to brief you. Like I said, I have a no wanker policy, so I'm not going to brief you.
So you feel like you can insult me?
I'm not insulting you.
You call me a wanker!
I didn't call you a wanker. I have a no wanker policy.
Right? And that would mean that you're calling me a wanker, basically, because you won't talk to me.
No, I'm saying that I
dude, if you're going to get in my face like this, I have every right to get in your face a little bit.
That's fine.
Right. So I'm asking you, you have photographs here of Obama talking to Hitler, and I'm asking you, all they're doing is trying to do a little bit of healthcare reform, which is what's needed, yeah?
Yes, I agree.
So we need some healthcare reform.
Yes.
Right.
Not the one he's pushing for.
But you understand that Hitler was a fascist, not a socialist.
Yeah, and Obama's a fascist. He's no different.
Obama's a fascist? That's right wing.
No, it's not. I'm a Democrat.
You're what?
I'm a Democrat.
That's fine.
I don't think he's a...
You seem a little confused, sir.
No, he's a fascist.
He's a fascist, so he's not a socialist.
Nope. He's a fascist. He's much worse than a socialist. He's a fascist.
Why do you think he's a fascist?
Read up the
if you, in a couple of short words, explain to me.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
You can't. I mean, look, here is like, what, 8,000 words or something? There's pages of it.
Why don't you read the headlines and maybe you'll at least be able to get an idea of what we're talking about?
Well, you don't get a whole idea from just a headline, do you?
Well, then.
Right? You don't get, and it's funny how you're like pretending to write stuff when I'm trying to talk to you.
No, I'm trying to remember who I spoke to.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I'm trying to write, but you keep asking questions.
Well, because you're standing right here on the street. You want to talk to people, and I'm one of those people you want to talk to. It's no good talking to people who are, like, believe in what you're saying. This is an opportunity for you to talk to someone who doesn't believe in what you're saying. I mean, you can go out and talk to people who understand what you're saying, but it doesn't help you at all, does it? You're preaching to the choir, so you might as well talk to people like me. Yeah? Am I right? You seem a little shy now.
Sí, ese señor, ese muchacho. El Rubén. ¿Qué hacía Rubén?
No sé, ya está casado.
So you can't actually explain why a bit of healthcare reform is actually a fascist thing. No? I'll wait a little bit just so you can finish.
What do you think about the health reform?
I think we need something to change. I think that there's a lot of people. There's another 14,000 people today got dropped from their health insurance plans. Do you think that's a good thing?
I don't want to talk with you, man.
You asked me a question a second ago. You asked me like you wanted to talk to me. So I'm answering you. And I'm asking you another question. Do you think it's good that 14,000 people today get dropped off their health insurance plan? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't want to talk with you, man.
You just talked to me first.
I give you a question, it's just that, man.
Yeah, and I answered it, and then I asked you a question. You're done, okay. So you, sir, do you think it's a good idea that 14,000 people got dropped off their health insurance plan today? You can talk to people who don't know the facts, but when you talk to someone who does know the facts, you seem a little shy, sir.
Did you read the declaration? Did you read the declaration?
I haven't had time to read it, I just saw it. I'm just asking you a question. You think it's a good idea that 14,000 people got kicked off their health insurance today? Yeah? You know, the trouble was a few years ago, we didn't sit back and we let people take control of the country. Well, that's over. Now we get our America back and we want some reasonable health care. Yeah? Do you think it's fair that people get health care? Do you think if someone has a baby, they should charge $20,000? Do you have a child? Do you have health insurance? Do you have health insurance? You have health insurance. So you have health insurance. Do you have it through your company?
Take a minute, señor.
So you don't have health insurance? Look at me and tell me in the eye that you have health insurance. There you go, that's what I thought. Thank you, sir.